Hi guys! I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I am filming, this is my third plan with me, and I wanted to let you guys know too that I've had some wonderful feedback. Thank you to everybody who's had the wonderful comments. You guys have been so kind. Some of the comments that I've gotten have been issues with the autofocus going in and out, and the noise, and I'm still learning the nuances of my camera. I can take awesome still pictures, but using it to film, it's a DSLR, I'm still having some trouble with. The main reason I keep the autofocus on is so that when I have something like these stickers, if I want to show them to you, I want to be able to pull them up so you can see them, and I can't do that if I turn the autofocus off. So I've been trying to just work with it and doing it. I think I've got a little bit better setup. I can turn things so I can do it better, and hopefully my head won't get in the way and all that kind of stuff, which I know makes that focus go in and out. I wanted to start with my project planning pages for January. These are the fish inserts, the small project planning pages. And what I did was I went ahead and set up week 3, which is the week we're in. And I did a lot. I'm trying to do a few things different this week, and so I'm anxious to hear what you guys think. I pre-planned a lot of stuff, a lot of the decorating stuff I didn't plan ahead of time. I'm hoping that while I'm filming, I'm going to try doing some of the speed up and maybe some voiceover. Wish me luck. And but I thought maybe it would make it go a little bit faster. And I think I'm also going to try to combine the homeschool planning and the daily planning together. I've been doing 2 videos, and if you want me to continue it that way, I can. This week I'm going to try putting them together and just seeing how that goes. I had some problems last week, and I think that my daily video ended up kind of really being both anyway. So I thought, well, maybe that's better. It's a little easier. You sit through one video, you get everything. I think what I'll probably do is the homeschool stuff at the end, and that way if you're interested in that, just watch the whole video. If you're only interested in that, I'll try to figure out where that time mark is and put that in the description. And I think I finally figured out how to tag all the shops, so I'm going to try and do that, because that was something else somebody had asked me about, being able to find what I was using in the videos. So I'm working on it, but keep asking your questions, and I think I answered everybody specifically. So if there's a question, please let me know. Okay, so this week I went ahead and like I've shown you guys before, the squares are the actual time blocked off. If the circle is filled in beneath it, then that means that's time that I cannot do anything social media related. So I color coded all of that. And then on this side, and I did this last week as well, and it worked really, really well. When I list all my activities for the week, and this is just a short, quick list of the hard things that I'm putting over here, I'm color coding it again. And that just makes it a little bit easier. This section, I actually drew in the lines and separated it. The projects that I'm doing mainly are, I'm putting out YouTube videos, I'm periscoping, and I'm trying to do at least 1 blog post a week. I think I'm going to maybe divide this and do Instagram as well, because I'm trying to post an Instagram picture as often as possible. On Periscope this week, I'm going to try and do a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday. Monday is going to be what does CC look like at home, and that's classical conversations. And then on Wednesday, when things don't go as planned. Last week was a really rough week for me. It did not go well. A lot of my pages went unused, and in the sense that I didn't, add things to them and keep up. So this week is going to be a different week, and that's something I'm working on. So I was going to do a little scope about that. And then on Fridays, I'm doing flip through Fridays, and I try to flip through not only this planner, but also my Malden personal, just so that you guys see everything. And I think this week I might add my Inkwell Press menu planner. I absolutely love this planner, and it's awesome for grocery stores and stuff, but we'll get into that. I think that might be a scope this week. Anyway, so this is what this week is looking like. My best days to film and do YouTube things and blogs are like Tuesdays and Thursdays, or I'm sorry, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And this is Saturday now that I'm filming this. So that tends to work. The other thing I did this week is I am trying to figure out a good way to track things. My plan is to use my Pop Fizz paper stickers. Absolutely love these stickers. They're the perfect size to track activity and things like that. But I'm also trying to keep a track on, you know, subscribers and followers, and if I'm doing things that people like or they don't like, and how I can change it. So still working on that section, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do here, but that's what it's looking like. So I'm really loving these. They really help because this is where I can lay all this kind of stuff out. I still mark in my planning pages like when I film and when I post and do that kind of stuff, but this is where I do the real work of it. So I'm really liking this a lot. I did order the whole year, and one thing I found out with fish is I ordered the trial, which went from December, January, and February, and I contacted her and asked her about purchasing the rest of the year but not repurchasing February and January, and she worked with me on that. So if you're interested in something and you've gotten a trial, you know, touch base with her. Sometimes I'm sure she can work things out so that you're not repurchasing months you already did or stuff like that. So that is my planning pages for my YouTube channel and all that. And then here is January, and I'm going to keep my bill sheet upright because I forgot to cover the other side. But here is my month. Let me slide you over. And the only thing I've added is this blue strip, and that is for my son's trip. He is on a youth retreat and he gets back on Monday, so I just put those on top. I haven't had a lot of notes or anything really here. And then again, this is birthdays and anniversaries in my family. And then let's go to, I did a flip through on Periscope, and I wanted to show you guys what Saturday looks like. I did get some of these things done, I just haven't checked them off yet. And one of the things I wanted to talk about was my perfect day. I watched a video by Samantha, who's happily a housewife, and she made a sheet, and I thought it was very interesting, kind of like planning out her perfect day. And this is my menu for this week. But I was thinking I might use my So Much Crafting inserts, either my daily or my habit tracker, and kind of visualize my perfect week and my perfect day. So I have everything color coded, so I could do it on this, putting the times here and just color coding what's happening, and that'd be like my perfect week, and then do a perfect day. And I'm trying to do that and have that in there so that I know what my vision is, what my goal is, what I want to accomplish every day. So those are two things I'm looking at this week. I'll probably do a scope about it once I figure out what I'm going to do. But these are my So Much Crafting inserts. Danielle has an awesome product. These are just wonderful. So that's something that I'm also thinking about using. Here is my Saturday. And I got my new stickers from Hip Diggy Chick. I always say it wrong. And this was the freebie, which I've already used some of. And I bought 2 sheets of the snail mail. And I believe she uses these to mark for racks, but I also use it just to mark going to the post office. I just think they're adorable, so I really like them. Let me move them up so you can see. There you go. And then the other thing I got were these telephones. And some of you know that my husband is deployed, and so I use these to mark when we get to talk to him. I have some iPhones from Carolina's Crafts that I use to mark when we FaceTime. I like to keep track of how we're getting to talk to him, and I also do that for the kids so that they, that I can say, hey, we need to make sure that we do a FaceTime where the kids get to do it because they haven't gotten to talk to you in a certain amount of time or something like that. Anyway, this is what Saturday looks like. I have not gotten to journal yet, and my Hyperdex is partially filled out. I still have some more stuff to fill in for today. And I also went to go see a movie tonight. I went and saw The Reverend, and it's a very good movie. It's graphic, but it's a very good film. So if you're interested in checking that out, I highly recommend it. And then on Sunday is mostly our church days. We will be doing some prep work and cleaning in between for Monday, just to be kind of ready to go. And then that's kind of this week. And so for the new week coming up, I have already done my washi. This is where I do my homeschool stuff, and those pages are here. So we'll talk about those at the end. But getting into the week, I've made some changes to my weekly chart. I think I'm going to take my Bartram Day School, which is the name of our homeschool, off because I'm keeping track of that on the homeschool pages with the small weekly charts. So I really feel like I'm kind of being redundant by doing it twice. So I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to add in there planning sessions and keeping track. Am I doing them in the morning and the evenings like I should be, and making sure I'm using my planner appropriately. So I think I'm going to make some adjustments to that. I'm also planning to do a Periscope or a YouTube video on how I edit these. I know that's something people have been asking about. I'm probably going to try and do both, just so that I can get something out really quickly on Periscope and then maybe film something a little bit more in depth on YouTube that'll stay. So and I can be a little bit longer and that kind of thing. So I'm thinking I'm going to do that this week as well. I need to add that to my other planner pages, don't I? Okay, so what I did this week in preparation is I went ahead and drew in my line for my to-do list. And then I also drew in all my color code lines for my standing stuff. So karate in church, dance class, and I put a car sticker here because I'm gonna have errands. These are Hip Diggy Chicks. January, like today's Hug Day, and I think Wednesday is Tuesday's Popcorn Day. Yeah, so I put those in at the top. I have not done my Pie Day is on Saturday. And Peanut Butter Day is on Sunday, which I think is great. I have not gotten everything filled in yet. And then what I thought I would do today that I haven't done in the past is I'm going to show you guys how I stamp, and I'm going to attempt, hopefully successfully, to show you guys how I stamp out my hyperducts and everything, and then make sure that and show you how I stamp in my to-do lists and everything else. And just make sure that you guys know what I'm doing. supposed to be washi. But yeah, I pick a theme kind of and just sort of try to go with it, and then I get my stamping down. And that was the other thing I thought might be really interesting for you guys, is to see the stamping part. So I'm hoping that when I get going with it, I can kind of talk about it. And that's why I'm trying not to talk too much while I'm actually stamping. I know I'm talking a little bit while I'm doing the washi, but you know, it'll get better. You know, and keep giving me feedback. I love to hear what you guys think and what you want to see, and I've had some great questions. So yeah, I want this to benefit, and I put the sticker down too early. It ripped my paper just a little bit, so I'm gonna put it down here. I know I won't have anything up there. And I think this week I'm gonna do my weekend the same washi. In the past, I've always kind of changed them, but I think what I'm going to do this week to kind of make it, you know, denote this is the weekend, is that the washis will match. Like I said, this ruler has done such a good job. This is the first time I think I've used it for washi exclusively. And I just figured out and did it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome, you know. It just really works. So I'm really pleased with it. And then I was going to ask too, you know, I'm kind of new to the whole social media. And you know, my channel's off to a pretty good start, I think, and I'm enjoying getting to know everybody. And I've had such great, you know, feedback and comments from people that I've been watching. And so I was like, you know, what do you guys like to see better? I mean, are Plan With Me's on YouTube what you guys like to see, or do you guys, that went overshot that one just a little bit. Or do you guys like to see the periscopes? Periscopes, in my opinion, are very nice. The bad thing is you cannot you can't see them after 24 hours. Now I know you can save them and do all that kind of stuff. And I think I messed up this washi, so I'm gonna peel it up and put another piece down because it will drive me crazy. But I like how I can just kind of jump on Periscope when I think of something. I don't have to, you know, get my camera out and get all set up, and so I don't know. So I'm always kind of curious as to, you know, what you guys like better. You know, you're seeing so much more on Periscope now, so it's kind of interesting. The only other thing that I washi is my menu planner, and I'm going to do my polka dots this week, and I have something stuck on my washi. Just a sec. Here we go. And I know, and I just messed up my washi. I know I showed you guys earlier, I have an Inkwell Press menu planner. And I really love that for my big meal planning. And it's been really nice. And I like that because that's what I take into the store. And it gives you a place to plan for all your stuff. So anything that you're going to need at the grocery store, anything you're planning on getting at the grocery store, just everything. So I really like that a lot. And then I add my washi on both sides just to kind of make the holes a little bit stiffer and a little stronger. And these are my EK Tools scissors. I showed them. And I have a cover for them. They are super sharp, but they are absolutely perfect for trimming down. And then what I do, once I've done that, is, there it is. I have to look around. I line up the holes and repunch. I don't always nail it. I try to, but I don't always. But I come pretty close. So I'm happy with that. So I do this, and then I just snip right here, and then it's all set. Okay, well, the next thing that I normally do is I stamp my juice and my water. And so what I'm going to do is pause real quick and go get that stamp because I totally forgot it. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to do my... Hey guys, I am back. All right. I'm not sure where it stopped, unfortunately, but I'm going to just kind of flip through, show you where I'm at, and we'll go from there. These are the colors that I'm going to use when I'm stamping this week, in addition to my VersaFine. And we got all the washi laid. And again, like I said, I'm not sure where it stopped on me. So what we're going to do now is we're going to set up and do my weekly stamps. And then I also wanted to show you I've got a birthday stamp and a birthday party and some things like that. So what I'm going to do is lay these out. And I try to lay them out in line, but also remember that these two, their stuff's a little different. So sometimes everything's the same and sometimes it isn't. So there's that. So the first thing I'm going to stamp is my juice. I have not been regularly juicing. Sometimes I do a complete fast and that's all I do. And I will plan on doing that in February, but right now I'm just kind of doing it as I have time. With my husband being gone, extra prep work is just not my friend right now. So trying to do my best with it. And as you can see, sometimes stamping, not my thing. But I can always go back in with a black pen and make it look a little better. That one was really bad. And then, so that's good. And sometimes I like to show that there's, you know, sometimes there are mistakes, and that's okay. Nothing bad's gonna happen. And, you know, I can just take a pen and make it look a little better. Oh, there we go. See, it takes you a little bit to warm up. And these are from the Sweet Stamp Shop. Absolutely love her stamps. I have almost all of them, I think. And I have all of Studio L2E's too, I think. So, stamps are probably as addicting as stickers sometimes. But I like having them as an option. Some weeks I decide that I just really don't want to do stickers, or, you know, I just want it to be a little bit easier week. So sometimes that's what I do. So this is the Studio L2E Iconic, and there are two Iconics, but this one I use for the laundry stickers and stuff, or stamps. And what I do is I'll put one, I do the little hanger and the little shirt for my laundry. So I put one on the back so that I get them out at the same time. And I always make a mess. Always. My fingers are always so filthy when I'm done. But that's okay. I figure if that's the worst thing that happens to me, it's not that bad. So I do these, and I just realized that I didn't need to stamp Monday because I usually do a sticker on Monday. But that's okay. I'm not gonna stress about it. I'll fix it later. Then there. And then I can just flip my block over with my hanger. Oh, I don't need the hanger on Monday. And I just do that, it's, you know, this is the put away. And if you check on Instagram, I color these in my code. So I have a color code for everybody, including my husband. Everybody has a color. And then I just kind of keep up with it that way. And then I'm going to get my water bottle. And that, once I've stamped this, I'll be done. And normally, you know, you start doing this and you kind of get out of whack. I think I need to do notes. I normally do juice, water, then laundry. But this is turning into kind of my afterthought episode, I guess. Let's slide this up just a little. And there we go. There All right, so that is now done. Let me put these stamps back. I will, so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, and they just stick. And then I think I might use my little coffee. I am this week going to be drinking hot green tea and hot lemon tea in the morning, and so I want to kind of remind myself to do that every day. So I'm going to put that up here. Well, I'm going to put it over here because that's my birthday. I have a birthday this week, and then I'm going to move. Sorry, I just realized you guys are totally out of frame. So I think I'm going to put it up here because I want to remember it at the beginning of my day. And all I have is my weather stickers that are up there, so it shouldn't be too in the way. So there we go. Alright, so that is done. And I think I'm done with the tape as well. So I have some stamping, but we'll finish that up. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is I'm going to do the days of the week. So I put everything back in order, and Monday is the only day that doesn't have anything on the back because this is my weekly chart. So I put everything back in order, and I still will check, but I will do this Monday right here, and this is the center is what I do. So it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is over here because Sunday is the last sheet, my journal page, so there's nothing on the back of that. So we'll put Sunday over here, Saturday. And then, like I said, I try to use some colors. So what I do is these are the colors I'm planning on using. I just kind of create a pattern that I like, and then I always put them upside down. Now the reason I do this is that when I am stamping, because I'm left-handed, it just makes it easier for me. And I do a lot with my right hand, but I don't know if I'm actually, is it ambidextrous, I think is the word. But I don't know. It's easier for me to do it when they're upside down. I don't know why. All right, so I do try to do these in order because I found if I don't, then I will forget and I mess up, and that's just not good. So I take my blue and I use the Versamagic chalk ink. And the reason I got this idea and started doing it is I actually had asked Fish because I loved the Hyperdex, but I was having trouble stamping, and then finally I just realized I've got to just practice. It takes practice, but I had asked her because I had seen other inserts where the Hyperdex was printed, and when it was printed I thought it was so cool because it showed the date in the middle, and I was like, well, I really want that on mine. And I tried it, drawing it, and then I tried doing it a different way, and it just, nothing looked as good as it looked on the printouts. And even this doesn't look perfect, but it looks good. I like this. Well, then it dawned on me that I had these Noodlebug letters, or Nadybug, not Noodlebug. What are these called? Sorry, Nadybug. That was close. So they're Nadybug, and I thought I could do this with these letters, and I could do colors, and it would just, I thought this would just be perfect. It would look really nice, and it would fill in that space, and it makes me so happy. And like I said, I love Fish's inserts, but they're very plain, and that's a selling point to me because that means anybody could use them for anything. They just have to figure out what they want to use them for. And, you can really change them to fit what you want and make them work for you in the best way possible. And so what I like, that's one of the selling points for me was that. And so then I just, once I did this and remembered, oh yeah, I have those stamps. Great. So I started doing those and I love it. It makes me so happy. And I think what I'm going to do for the weekend is I am going to do the same color twice, because then I don't have to worry about doing the stamp again. Oh. So there we go. I'm planning on using this again, and I'm planning on using this one again. So that is how I do that and why I do that. And it was a copyright issue for Fish to print them on another insert the way I wanted them. And I love the stamp, and the whole point of the stamp was that you could reuse it and do it, and save money. I didn't want to have to buy a bunch of stuff. So I liked it, and I figured out a way to make it work. So that is how I do that. And like I said, your hands get dirty, but it's the creative process. So I enjoy that. I'm going to put that back in my planner, and then we'll get back to the pages. Okay, so on Sunday and on Saturday, I have a birthday party. And what I'm going to do is, I'm looking for my wipes. Give me 1 second. I thought I had brought everything in, and I have not. So, always bring some wipes or a wet paper towel so that you can clean your stamps off. I usually remember this, but I forgot today. So, I put it on Instagram the other day. I figured out this way. I used a Studio L2E stamp and a Sweet Stamp Shop stamp, and came up with a really nice way to mark birthday parties. And I love, these stamps are Birthday Wishes by Studio L2E, and I absolutely love these. They're so fun. I haven't done a lot with the balloons and stuff yet, but I have done Happy Wishes, and I have done the Happy Birthday. And what I do is I do them separate. Some people line them up and do them all at once, but I find that when I do that, they don't get as close as I want. Something that is worth doing. I think my head is probably all up in the shot because I can hear autofocus. But there, that's what we'll do for that. Okay, so that's done. And then, what else do I have? Okay, so I did that. So let's go back to Monday. And I will, okay, so here's Monday. We have school, also have lunches. To remember to pack lunches on Monday. And these are from Libby & Co. as well. So that's pretty much my Monday. Tuesday I have nothing scheduled. That is our main day at home. Wednesday we have karate and church. So let me find. I did have my stickers kind of organized and in activities, and I think I took them out and now they're messed up, not in the right order. But here are my Libby & Co. karate guides. I think this week we're going to use this guy. And I love these stickers. I think they're a little bit of a kind of a vinyl, but I just love them. And they're so, it's just so darn cute. And then we have karate and I have church. And those are up towards the front. Oh, where are you? There we go. I knew they were here close. And I use these from Oh Hello Stationery, and I love them. I like to put them up here because I just want to remember a church day. So put that up there. And then also, I think this week I'm going to use my Hump Day stickers because I think these are so cute. They are camel. They are from Cricket Paper Company. I love them. And then I have some Bible study stickers. And I love these ones from Sweet Kawaii Design. I have probably 5 sheets of these. And I just love them. I just think they're so sweet. And I can never keep up with them. It's so bad because I'm always looking for them. But anyway, so there's that. And then I don't think we have anything else on Wednesday. That day. So for Wednesday, Thursday I have music, and we have music class and ballet. So I have to find my piano stickers because I think I moved them. Okay, so here's the ballet sticker. I'm not seeing my piano stickers. Dadgummit. And I think I just got some, and they are sitting in the other room, which doesn't help me when I'm in here. Shoot. So, yeah. I can keep flipping, but I don't think I'm going to find them. I like how you know how you misplace something and then you just flip and flip and flip because you think, if I flip enough times, it's going to show up. And you know, I don't think that is ever really truly the case. So, saves the day. I got these from Mare Bear Crafts. Oh, those are so cute. I didn't even see those on the back. And I had her make me, she has some black, or no, they're teal, I think, on her shop. But I asked her to make me brown ones because that's the color of my piano. And it's also the color of the piano at my daughter's lesson. So I just kind of like those. When I lost you, I will do a flip through at the end because I was wrestling with finding those. So, okay, so we're there. This is for music class and everything. And then I want to use some of my Planner Kate stickers. And I'm looking for a specific one. And let's see if I can find it. I know I bought it. There it is. Okay. So I buy these, I buy the monthly sets because I find that I can still use these a lot with what I'm doing and stuff. So I'm going to use this one. And what I'm going to mark this for is my errands, because while my daughter's in class, they ask us to, you know, not just hang out. So I'm going to do some errands, and so that's what the car's for. And I have a couple specific places I want to go. So I'll fill that in later, but I wanted to add that on there. And then the other thing I wanted to make sure that I did is I'm really, 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 really loving these Love Like Wren 52 Weeks to an Organized House stickers. This week we worked on the kids' rooms, and that went well. And now I'm trying to find the rest of these sheets, and I'm not seeing them. Oh, they're there. Yeah, love it when this happens. You know, it's while you're filming. Never happens the other time. So this week I want to focus on the master. I wanted to do the master bathroom, or master bedroom, I guess I could do. The bathroom, does it not say master? kids' rooms. Just says bathrooms. Okay, I'm going to put master bedroom, but what I mean is really the master bathroom. But I'm going to put this on my week thing. And like I told you guys last week, when I go in and I fill it out, I'll put the week 3 of 52 for what I'm doing this week. And I think next week I actually might do the working on the weekly schedule because I definitely need to tweak that a little bit. So it has some really cute little things and sayings and little houses and all this kind of stuff. So I think these are really cute. I don't know how I'm going to use these yet, but I'm really loving these. I find these really useful. So I've added those. The other thing I need to do is TVs. So we watch TV very little in my house. And I watch Top Chef. I love that show. And it comes on Thursday nights. So I'm going to put it, I guess, right here. And I also watch The Big Bang, one of my favorite shows. And I have some stickers from the Glam Planner. And it's so funny because I think, you organize your stickers so you can flip through, and then I still have trouble finding them, even though I'm flipping through. So, oh, you know what? I won't be able to use this week because I put my Erin sticker down. So, never fear, I have another Big Bang sticker that is simply a circle. And I'm going to use it, and I can just put it over here so that we have everything all nice and neat. Okay, and then on Friday night is my other TV night. And I'm going to use this orange because it's very cute. And I got these from Shimmers and Sparkles. I think she's Sass Plans actually on Etsy. These are in the Inkwell Press colors. And that's something else I was going to mention tonight. I think what I'm going to do is next week, I'm planning to use my Planner Kate set that is intended for the Erin Condren, and kind of show you guys how I use my old stickers for when I had my Erin Condren and how I'm using them now and able to incorporate them using different sheets. I think a lot of people get kind of hung up on that, and they're like, oh, well, I bought these for my Erin Condren, so now I need to order new, and you really don't. You can make them work. And it's not always easy, and they don't always fit perfect, but to me it's like, it doesn't take a lot to make it work. You just kind of have to work with what you've got and think about it and try to think of things in a different way. So I found that that's been a lot easier than I thought it would be. And now I've misplaced another sticker. I tried to have everything pulled out. That was my goal. And I think it really messed me up because I pulled everything out and then I'm looking in my regular places and I can't find what I'm looking for. It's driving me crazy. But that's okay. There are worse things in life. So I'm going to flip through one more time, see if I can find it. And if I can't, then we're going to move on. And just so you guys know, if there's something that you miss or that I put down and I don't explain and you're just like, oh, what did she do there and why is it that way? Just ask me. I do it on, try to post pictures every day on Instagram. I forgot to put my meal plan sticker down for Friday night. I try to put everything on Instagram and, and if I miss it or I don't put something on there and you're like, oh, I really want that, just let me know. I am happy to try to help out however I can. So let me know if there's something and you're just like, I don't know. And then, so I don't forget. I am going to do something. I'm going to go back to Saturday this week, and I'm going to use my new sticker because I did get to talk to my husband today, and it was a phone call. So I want to mark that down. Okay, then I'm going to go back to the week we're working on. And on Saturday, I was going to put a weekend banner down. And I was going to use one of these, but I don't think that's going to work. So let's go to the front, because I have some Planner Kate weekend stickers. And I think I have 3 or 4 sheets of these, but I love them. And they say Hello Weekend. And they are 2 separate words, so I can put them anywhere I would like. And it really doesn't match. I don't know what do I want to put. But because I have that purple there, I think I'm going to put purple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put Hello Weekend across the bottom. I know, I'm going rogue here, people. But I can't fit it anywhere else. And I want it to fit somewhere. And that works. And I'm even going to do this because I don't want it to go over my Obsessed with Cute sticker. So I'm going to put Hello Weekend down there. I think that just works better for what I was trying to accomplish. Okay, so I think we're done. I have no idea. This video feels like it is hours long. Okay, so that's everything filled in. I did want to, at the end, go over lesson plans. So I do have these filled out, except for Latin. And I did change them a little bit. With my reading lessons, I kind of wrote out a little bit more, and my daughter's pink and my son is green. So I marked this to make sure we read 20 minutes a day with each of them. So I added that in. I may add that over here because I still have another blank on their checklist. Can you see that? Sorry. So I may add that there. But my lesson plans are filled out. This week we are on week, I believe it's week 15. But I'm going to check because I don't want to put them on. Yep. All right, so my little ones are on week 15. And I'm using my Lily Daniel Design stickers. Now, I will go back and stamp. I must have meant to stick that. Nope, I'm going to do it right there. I will go in and stamp with my Atier Dream stamps, and I'll have my icons here and my backpack and lunchbox up here like I always do. I just did not bring those stamps in here, and because this video is getting really long, I don't want to punish you all for my mistake. I'm just going back and looking, and 17, okay. I don't know if his name is on here, but I'm going to cover his name up. I don't think his mom would mind, but I don't want to. I didn't get a chance to ask her, so I'll put my 18 there. And they're on different weeks because the challenge level meets on weeks that the essential or the foundations level does not. So they also have less weeks than we do. So that's why they're different. Again, this is filled out in class. These are notes after class. So tomorrow night I might do a quick Periscope and kind of show you. My son is actually out of town, so he won't be there tomorrow night, or tomorrow day. But I made a note, and we'll do his notebook check because he completed all his work prior to going. So I will check that tomorrow night. He still will have to do his work. Gosh, is there anything else? I think we got through the whole week, and I will try to post every day this week on Instagram. You know what I'm going to do? I have Instagram stickers. So we are going to put a sticker at the bottom of each of these pages so that I remember. So these are from Libby & Co. And I just cut the sheet in half. It's one of those Polaroid Instagram kind of cameras. And that's why I got it, was to represent Instagram. So what I'm going to do is put one of these stickers. I skipped a day. There we go. on each day. I haven't used them yet, and hopefully that will help me to remember to post my shots. And I guess while I'm doing this, on Instagram, I am KB Chronicles. On Twitter, I am KB Chronicles. On Periscope, I'm KB Chronicles. But it does show on my old Twitter account, so it's the one that says @CoreyChristine. And I've been adding that to my videos at the end as a rolling credit. So make sure that you like the right one, because for some reason I have like 3 accounts and I don't know why. And one of them is to my KB Chronicles Twitter, which is what I guess I thought I was using that one, but I am not. So I want to make sure that you guys are liking the right one. And it's the only one that's had any scopes. So if you see one and you look at it and no broadcasts have been done, don't like that one. Go to another one. And like I said, when I searched it, 3 came up. So I'm not sure exactly what happened. And I talked to them and they're not sure what happened. So I don't know if it's something that can be fixed. I kept asking if they could just delete the other ones, and that didn't seem to be registering. So I'm not sure exactly what the problem was or is. And then I'm going to add, these are from the Colorful Planner, and I absolutely love them. I think they're so cute. And I did cut the sheet down, and then the shop went out of business. So I'm looking for something new and colorful. So if you guys see anything or have any recommendations, let me know. I would love to hear about them. And I think that's it. All right, guys, I am going to let you go. I feel like this is the longest plan with me ever, but I'm going to edit it down and hopefully make it a little bit better. I will do some Instagram of my lesson plans once I get them stamped, just so you guys can see them completed. And I'll probably do a quick Periscope tomorrow night, just so you can see the challenge done after class on Monday. I keep saying tomorrow, and tomorrow is Sunday. It's not Monday, so I have another day. So there's that. The only other thing I was going to show you was next week I am planning to film with my plan with me with my planner Kate. This is the Aqua Navy set, and I thought I ordered the washi that goes with it, and I did not, and that's supposed to be coming, I think, Tuesday. So next week I'm going to plan with this, and my purpose is I want to show you guys how you can use the stickers for Erin Condren or for the Happy Planner or anything in these, that they can work just as well. Even the washi, I was able to make those work. So I'm going to plan with this next week. I wanted to show you that. And I think that was it. I hope everybody has a great week. I will do my best to edit this down so it's not so horribly long. And I'll talk to you guys again really soon. Have a great week. Bye, guys.